Hey guys, welcome to another episode of MyTeam Misfits. This is episode 3, and the tremendous support that we've been getting up to this point and feedback has caused me to continue putting it out. And I don't want to waste any more time, so very quickly we will see the daily tip, as always, is right here, and it is setting screens, which is LB or L1, depending on what console you're playing on. Now, what the screen does is it'll set it for your ball handler to get around. He can drive to the basket, he can pass it off for the pick and pop, pick and roll, whatever, and we'll showcase it a little bit in this game here. One of the biggest things, we changed up our lineup a little bit. Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton. Eric Bledsoe can shoot the 3-ball. He's got about an 80 3-ball. He can also do some other things. He's got a 91 steal. He's athletic as heck, so you'll see a lot of driving to the baskets and things with him. Great overall player. Then on the other end, you can see Chris Middleton. He can shoot the basketball, has a 77 steal. He's lengthy, so he can defend. He can dunk a little bit. Trevor Ariza, of course. Ryan Anderson hasn't been doing as much as I expected him to, so we might change him. And then some of the players off the bench are just players that I added in that we got from Domination. We've been doing a lot of work to save up. We're up to about 17,000 MT, which is pretty great. But I don't want to waste any more time. Again, let's get into these games, and you guys are going to love it. So here we are, we're getting into Gauntlet, and we are going to play our first Gauntlet games. I have my teams already set up, already built. I'm just applying contracts to some of them. I can't wait to do this. These games are quick, easy to upload, and they're so fun because you look at the players, you never know who you're going to get. You know who you're taking in there, but you never know who you're going to get, and I thought it'd be a nice change up for you guys because the next thing we're going to be doing is actually Road to the Playoffs, and I think that'll be pretty important too. But for now, we're just making sure our team is good, and we are setting up. So here we are, game 1, we're about to actually play our first thing. We go ahead and click the first player. I just put Chris Middleton in there because he was first, and we actually got Defensive Player of the Year, Michael Cooper. That's pretty cool. And then just some silver player that we can put together. Not a great team, but I do like the Defensive Player of the Year, excuse me. I like that card. I think it's pretty cool because it's a new one and we get to showcase it a little bit. I'm looking for my first win to give us some confidence out here and to let us do some good things. That is important. That is extremely important for us to be able to get out here and do that. You have no idea. So we're looking at his team. He has Kyrie Irving. That could be bad. His bronze player, nothing to us. That's not even an issue. And then he has DeAndre Jordan, which other than defensively shouldn't bother us too much. Looks like we might have had the matchup, but he actually takes it numbers-wise, but I think team-wise we might have the advantage here. So we'll get into it in a second and find out for sure. So here we are running the break, and he plays no defense, and we get the first points on the board with a nice jam and a nice way to start us off. Okay, so here we utilize our pick and roll, our screen ability, and the screen wasn't great, but the play turned out perfect. We drove by all 3 defenders and was able to dunk that one down. So we're just doing our regular routine here. We set a screen, doesn't do much for us, pass it, see the wide open 3-pointer, and who says we can't hit 3-pointers in Gauntlet? This is no different than any other game mode. You just need to knock them down. So now, we're just running up the court, and you guys know not to mess with a man in transition. Oh yes, that is a posterized if I've ever seen one. Let's get a like just for that. Alright, so now we got the ball again. We're trying to set a screen. The screen comes, but doesn't set perfectly, but we still get open and slam it home. Again, that is the name of the game in Gauntlet. You want to try and get to that basket as much as possible. So at this point, he's just jacking up shots with random players. He does it again and actually hits that one over the good defense. I was so mad, believe me, but you know, sometimes it's going to go down for them, and everything was going right for them at that point. So here, we're basically just playing some defense. Great defense as usual. Again, he's just jacking up shots. We pass the ball, and look at this, throws it down with the reverse. That is just something that's beautiful animations making my work easy, and we're about to win this. Okay, so we grabbed that rebound, and we're basically just running towards the basket. It's a 3-on-1 situation, sorry. And the easy layup ends up beating it, and there you go. Our first win on Gauntlet, and it's looking good. It's looking good. There was not too much struggles. You can see here, we had a good turnaround. Chris Middleton basically did the job we expected for him, and that's it. Exactly how you're supposed to do it. So we do get 2 picks from the board, the bronze board, So I decided we might as well catch those on camera too, see if we can get anything. I didn't have a strategy for doing it. There was no proven method in order to get it. I just decided, let me just go with the corners. I want to do the left, right, left, right. So I didn't get anything there. It was a contract. Go down to this one and pop it open in its shoes. But that's okay because we at least got some MT off it and we got some stuff. So worked out well on my end. So we decided to throw in another game here. I'm going for game 2. We just picked the next person up on the list, Trevor Ariza, and we're hoping for something good. We get Mark Price and we get Harrison Barnes. Not the greatest team. This isn't going to be somebody or some stupendous team, but we're looking for something good. I'm hoping for the best. Now, understandably, the player, the person we're versing might be pretty good. We're trying to combat that anyways. So he has Klay Thompson. That could be an issue for us. He's a shooter, he can drive, and he can play defense. 3 things that we don't want. And then Michael freaking Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year card. That's ridiculous. I don't know what I'm supposed to say at this point. He has nobody good after that, Alonzo G. And right now I'm just focused on the 2 players he started off with. That's a very good starting cast, and we're going to have some issues. So we go ahead, we're trying to get the ball in. Mark Price is running up the floor. There's not much I'm confident about, but we pass the ball, barely get stripped, and there you go. That was beautiful to start us off, get us on the board for 1. So we get the rebound, we're running up the court, pass, and another pass, and Mark Price finishes, and now we're down to a 4-point lead, cutting it close, and we're getting back into this ball game. Okay, so here, we're trying to run to the basket, looking for something good, and we're posting up. Look at the beautiful pass. Wow, that was beautiful to the great finish. I've never seen something like that before, but I don't mind seeing it again. Okay, so here, we're trading baskets back and forth. We're trying to get tied up at least, and look at this. They're leaving us wide open, but we're leaving them wide open. We have to fix something. Alright, at this point, we're just trying to stay afloat. The game is getting close to over, but we're not letting it get out of hand. We keep trying to force it and see what happens. Again, Michael Jordan, this is just too much for us. I don't know how we can stop him. We're just trying to hold off here. Michael Jordan is pushing, trying to force us, and he does a little layup and gets us, and that was the end of the game. We tried to do our best, but unfortunately we couldn't beat this one. Our team just wasn't as superior as theirs was. We played good, had good outing from everybody, nobody failed, but Michael Jordan, again, best player of all time. What else do you expect? Again, I'm not sure if we actually get picks on the board for this one. No, we don't get picks on the board for this one, so we just walk away with the loss empty-handed. It does sting, but trust me, it does also work out eventually. We were able to build up a little more MT. We're going for that 100K mark first, then we're going to start buying a lot of players, expanding our collection, doing things like that, but still maintaining our thing, our bearings. So here we're trying to bid for a Dikembe Mutombo, ended up getting outbid at the last second. I didn't expect anything more, but for 2,200 for, a Defensive Player of the Year card like that, it just didn't seem like it was going to be worth it not to try it. We see Jordan there. I was just checking him out for fun, looking around for some other players. Can't seem to find anything too useful, but I did want to find something that could slightly improve us or fill in a spot altogether, and I was not thinking of somebody I could find, but then I had an idea. What if we got somebody very special to me, somebody that is perfect, our first gold player, and frankly one of the best gold players you can get regardless. Dirk Nowitzki, he is ageless. He plays perfect, he does everything. He can do the rebounds, he can get the blocks, he can pass, he can shoot the ball, do the spin fadeaway. He is Ryan Anderson on steroids. I can't get Ryan Anderson's shot release down, so I decided we need an upgrade. We need somebody who I know can do this, who has proven time and time out that he is able to do it. 2,100 is a reasonable price for him. I know you could actually get him under 2,000 if you wanted to be patient and wait around, although I thought 2,100 is fair and I can make my money back from him soon. So we went ahead and bought him, and this made us very good. This is our first gold player, so we're going to be able to replace Ryan Anderson. This is a huge jump in offense, in my opinion. Now, we go ahead, put him on the auction block, do our thing, and I forgot to actually take him out of the auction block, which is my bad completely, but Other than that, we have put our team fourth, so now we have a little bit better of everything, and it's going good. I was looking for a place that maybe I'd want to put Ryan Anderson, but we already had enough big men that Ryan Anderson has, he's played where he's supposed to come in. We picked him up. I was excited to get him. He did his thing. He's knocked down some threes for us. He's rebounded. He's hit some fadeaways. He's done his thing. But overall, it just doesn't seem to be like somebody that we're going to need for good. Now, we look for Ryan Anderson just to see if his numbers have increased at all, and they're not. They're about 1,000, about somewhere around there. Not too crazy. So I'm like, okay, we'll make our money back for him. We're not going to jump too high and earn profit off him. We could, but it might take too long. So then I was looking at maybe I could trade Trevor Booker instead and get the money off him. But again, he's not worth a lot. So in my opinion, I was like, all right, we'll just go ahead and we'll get rid of Ryan Anderson. He has done well for us, but it's time to move on. And with that being said, we're actually looking around for some players, and we'll get back to you once we've situated everything. We decided not to get rid of Ryan Anderson only because he's in our gauntlet lineup, and I didn't want to screw around with it too much. But other than that, this was a great showcase for us. This is a great way to build our team, to get some more MT, to play around a little bit, and just enjoy the fun of this. We're going to have these videos coming out, as you guys know, every single Tuesday, so be prepared for that. Be patient. They take a while to edit, but at the same time, they're so fun to put out for you guys. I can't wait for Tuesdays. Now, if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to leave feedback. Lots of feedback. Get us known. This is a very fun series to make. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And without further ado, stay classy, ladies and gentlemen, and peace out.